So I thought I would record this podcast while I take you on a walk with me today. So if I get out of breath, you'll know those are the places where I'm going uphill. Thank you for joining me. I have thought a lot about what I wanted to talk with you about this week, and I've got so many ideas, but I'm going to save some of the other topics for other episodes. And here's what I thought I would do. Next week, I am running a Banish the Bloat challenge. That's a free 3-day challenge that I do a few times a year. I used to do it like twice a year, and I have found myself doing it more frequently, frankly, because so many more of you ask me about it, and so many more of you join my free group and are new to that group, and so you've not had the experience. So anyway, I've decided I'm running it again next week. It is a 3 totally free group, and I give you an exact plan to follow in terms of like what to eat, how much to eat. I give you tons of strategies around nutrition. I give you exercise to do that's short but super effective, and I help you with a lot of other kinds of strategic sorts of things that seem to be really confusing. There's just a lot of information out there that's absolutely wrong. And so this whole plan is focused on helping women who are over 40, like you, if you're listening to this podcast, drop some bloat, drop a few pounds. And we do that by getting your metabolism to start working for you. That's one of the biggest problems that you're facing right now. There's not a lot known about what's happening during that period of time, that transitional period of time, while there's a lot more research that's going on about it. But what we do know is that there's a metabolic dysfunction that occurs during this transitional period. It's not just about your sex hormones changing. Every single thing about our body is changing during this transition. Your metabolism is slowing down, and that's even more so, and you're having more struggle and more weight resistance if you have been someone who, like me, and so many of you in the past, you dieted and we didn't know better. I mean, we wanted to lose weight, we cut back on food, we, depending on what the fad thing to do at the time was, we counted calories, we counted fat grams, we cut out carbs, we cut out sugar. We did all the things that we thought were the right things to do. And every time we did that, we put more stress and strain on our metabolism. It got more compromised. It got more confused. And basically, in layman's terms, it slowed down. And every time you did that over and over and over, you compromised your metabolism even more. And so for those of us who had that sort of yo-yo cycle of dieting, if you will, over the years, losing 20 pounds, gaining 10, losing 25, gaining 30, losing 40, gaining 10, every time we did that, we damaged our metabolism. And so if that's you, when you get to this stage in life where your metabolism is being affected by the aging process, it's even more compromised and it's even more complicated, and your metabolism is even struggling more. So back to this 3-day bloat. Well, let me say this first. So a big problem that you have, and a solution, I'm going to switch hands. Sorry for the close-up. A big problem that you face right now is this compromised metabolism. It's not working for you. And so in part of the solution that you need to get the weight off at this stage in life is fixing your metabolism, getting your metabolism to work for you again, or work for you effectively, maybe for the first time in your life. So that's the larger solution, right? It's a big part of the larger solution, your metabolism. In this 3-day group that I offer, I can't solve that metabolism issue for you in 3 days. But what I can do is I can give you a step toward resetting that metabolism, giving it a jump start, so to speak, so that we can bump it forward, get it kind of focused in the right direction. And there's a very strategic, specific way to do that when you are over 40. That's different than the way that you would do that if you were in your 20s or even early 30s. And I put together a plan for you to get that jump start. So that's why it's nutritionally focused, and the exercise focus is very strategic and very targeted toward jumpstarting your metabolism. It's not a solution, though, like I said, but it is a jumpstart. It is for you if you are the kind of person who I just described, really struggling to get the weight off. Nothing that you're doing seems to be working. Even if it used to work for you, it's not working anymore. Maybe you didn't have a problem in your 20s and 30s, and now all of a sudden you have that menopause belly, that shelf belly, that weight that just kind of collects around the middle, and you're like, what the you know what I mean? And so this is a new struggle to you. It's for you if that's you too. It's also for you if you're just sick and tired. Maybe you don't have a ton of weight to lose, but you're sick and tired of feeling fatigued, lacking energy, feeling lethargic, just feeling run down. And it doesn't matter if you're sleeping well or not, which sleep may very well be a struggle for you right now, but you just don't feel right. There's something that's off. It is very often that I talk with women who want help with just quote unquote feeling better. And when I get them to dig in and elaborate on that, what they tell me is, sure, there may or may not be some weight loss goals wrapped around all of that, but feeling better is about having the energy to get through the day, not just be able to show up at work and manage your way through and then go home and fall on the couch, but get through the day in a really productive physical way, productive mental way, be able to focus, be able to feel like you accomplish a lot. But then once that work day is over, being able to get home and do the things that you want to do too, right? And so if that's you, if that resonates with you, it's kind of like, if you know, right? If that's you, this 3-day challenge is really for you too, because the nutrition and the movement aren't just about losing the weight. It is about health. It's about feeling healthy. It's about energy. It's about sleeping better. And I call it Banish the Bloat because the targeted nutrition plan and exercise plan that I give you with this 3-day challenge it does boost your metabolism. Like I said, it resets it and gets it going for you. But it also is really savvy and sneaky in that it gets at that bloat that we often also struggle with at this stage in life, that has to do with not just water retention, but it has to do with inflammation and the way that our systems are now causing internal stress that results in inflammation. It's about helping your digestion. So it's targeted at improving your gut health. A lot of you, I'm sure, struggle with constipation. Maybe you struggle with kind of going back and forth between constipation and the other side of that. And so the bloat is targeted, the inflammation is targeted. All of that results in, on average, women who do this challenge with me lose 3 to 6 pounds. I've had women lose up to 7 and 8 pounds. Inches drop, energy is increased. And so you will start feeling like, in terms of the inches dropped, you'll feel like the waistband on your pants feels looser. Your blouses just feel more comfortable. Your panties, the elastic on your panties don't seem to cut into your thighs like they were. And so you'll feel those kinds of results, but you'll also have increased energy, better sleep, just a generalized, improved, healthy feeling, okay? Because let me say this, It's very troubling to me when I talk to women, and this has happened this week a couple of times. For example, a woman said to me, she was like, this isn't necessarily about how much weight I want to lose, when we were chatting about what her goals are. And she said, and it's not about being healthier for me. It's about help with menopause. And that made me really pause and think, wait a minute, what's going on here? Menopause and your health are so related that you can't pull them apart. Menopause and getting help. Ooh, sorry. If you're watching on YouTube, you know that I switched arms with my camera again, and you just got really close. Sorry for that close up. But what I was saying is, some women have this misconception that menopause and health are two separate issues, and they absolutely are not. And I think that goes to how little is known about menopause and how underrepresented we are as a group of women, particularly once we get into our 50s. It's almost like we're the forgotten frumpy ones. And research dollars don't go into studying this, which results in us not knowing as much and not as many positive, healthy interventions being created. And for as much talk and crap as you see on the internet and on social media right now, there seems to be more of this like awareness around menopause. A lot of it is just a bunch of talk, a bunch of so-called influencers, repeating things that they've heard. There's not a lot of truly professional expert help in the area. And again, I think the fallout from that is that as women, we don't realize how vitally connected health and menopause are. So hell yeah, help with menopause is help with your health. That's exactly what this is about. I would say that the weight loss piece of it, which I know is oftentimes the most painful part for many of us, but the weight loss piece of it that's just a symptom. That's just a side effect. That's just a fringe benefit in terms of when you do get help with your health and you get help with menopause specifically as it relates to your health, the weight just comes off as a wonderful fringe benefit of that. It's about every aspect, internally and externally, every aspect of your life, physically and mentally, being affected by the change that your body is going through at this stage. And so, no, you can't, you can't pull apart health, menopause, and yeah, the weight loss is part of it too. Sorry, my neighbor just rode by me on her bike. She's an avid cyclist. Really, again, another woman in her 50s and really focused on her health. But so she distracted me while I'm walking. So anyway, I kind of wanted to chat with you today about this because I think it was just kind of an aha moment for me with a couple of conversations that I've been having this week, that sometimes women see me talk about this free challenge, this 3-day Banish the Bloat group that I'm doing, and they think, sorry, I'll pause and let the city mower go by. And they think that, for whatever reason, they think, oh, this is just about, I don't know, just dropping a few pounds. No, it's not. That's just a small part of a much larger reason for doing this 3-day challenge. And let me say this. Well, again, I will. Of course, the day I decide to record a podcast, everybody and their brother is doing noisy things. I hope you can hear me. It'll go by in just a second. So this is an opportunity for you to get free strategy that's science-based, that's proven, to get support, to get help with your health, to get some quick wins by resetting your metabolism, get 3 to 5, 6 pounds off, drop inches, improve your sleep, feel better. But it's about you taking the step to actually put your money where your mouth is, so to speak. And by money, I mean put your effort in. If you are sitting there saying, I'm so tired of this, and complaining about how you feel and about how you look, then you have no excuse and no reason not to do this. Do you know that I have sent the link to sign up for this challenge to a few women who have said, no thanks, I'm not interested. And that would be fine if they actually aren't struggling, if they actually haven't told me in conversation for months that they're so sick and tired of feeling terrible and not sleeping, their clothes not fitting. It would be fine if they hadn't said all those things. But it's troubling to me if you are complaining about all of those things and how terrible you feel, and then you have an opportunity to get a free 3-day plan, get expert support and help, get a proven plan that has helped countless number of women get a jump start on a longer term journey that then they parlayed into losing 15, 20, 30, 40 pounds, 20, 30, 40 inches. Because I'm here to tell you that a majority of the women in my 12-week metabolic resuscitation system program, a majority of those women in that program who succeed with their long-term weight loss and health goals, they started in a 3-day free challenge that I offered. That in itself is testament and evidence as to why you should do this. And I'm here to invite you, to provide you the opportunity, to give you the support and all the love and encouragement and show you what's possible. But bottom line is, you have to commit. You have to be willing to stop complaining and actually take action. And yeah, I'm calling it out because it's sad to me to see the number of women who complain but then do nothing when the opportunity presents itself. Here's the opportunity. Jump on it. Take advantage of the chance to get this expert research-based, proven strategy and support. I'll drop the link to sign up in the comments. That's all I can do is present the opportunity, give you the link to sign up, and I will love on you until it hurts if you do this with me. But beyond that, can't do it for you. Can't make you care. Can't make you put yourself on your priority list. So I hope you'll treat yourself the way you would a good friend or a sister or a daughter, and do this for yourself. So that's all I got. Thanks for hanging in with me for the last 18 minutes while I got another couple miles in. I appreciate you. And hey, my last message will be, get off your butt at some point today and get in a walk, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes. Get some steps in. Love you guys. Thanks for being here with me, and I'll see you right back here next time.